Our presentation style has been described by most as extremely intense and at times very combative. A lot of you are very likely going to be triggered tonight by the things you're going to hear us say during this podcast. We give all glory to the Father Yahawah forever. His will be done. We can't tell you anything more than the truths we've witnessed. We will show you the evidence, and the fact of the matter is, the truth itself, by its very nature, is a roaring lion seeking whom it will devour, because it wages war against all forms of deception and mind control. We do not present this information to be liked, or to be popular, or to make money, or to make friends. Here we stand as witnesses on earth for the truth, for the widow, and for the weak. We recognize that the choices set before us have eternal consequences, and it's our duty to share the truth with you that we have compiled. We fight so that people can have the information, because the best way to empower someone is to give them all the information. Tonight, we are here to witness to the truth. Thank you for tuning in, and may the Father's will be done.
Can you break your crumbling idols and push the pieces into the sea? Can I trust you to keep my secret? I have loved in the face of God.
break through to the millennials and get the youth talking about how stupid space is. That's where it's at. We got to get the youth to realize that space is fake. It's not real. They aren't going anywhere. Once we get them mocking it, we get the youth, the 16 and 17-year-olds like, space is dumb. Pfft, whatever, my mom believes space is real, but I don't. Space is for adults. Adults are stupid. That's what we need. We need teenagers mocking this shit. Moonly, I wanted to go off on the moon landing. What's your name?
My name's Emily.
Emily. I'm Jake. Nice to meet you.
I'm Alicia.
Alicia?
Do you have like a Facebook page?
I have a YouTube channel.
YouTube, what is it called?
I'm called Channel.
YouTube, what is it
I'm
called?
called the Flat Earth Asshole.
The Flat Earth Asshole. That's
Can you remember that?
I'll remember that.
Do you remember that? I talk about stuff like this.
We watch videos like that all the time. Yeah. We're always watching conspiracy theory videos, you know, stuff that like gets your brain going. So that's cool. I didn't really like, this is something I guess we can talk about when we're home. Yeah. Watch videos. I'll watch your videos. I'll see what's up. That's cool.
I might have to try to get one or both of these chicks' numbers off camera. Alan Fake says, hey Jake, someone named, not gonna read that, did a video series against you. Yeah, those guys are shills. And I'm purposely not giving them the attention that they so desire, because it drives them crazy. And it causes them to talk about me more and more. Here's what I do. I find what someone's wanting from me, and then I don't give it to them. So when a shill, like let's say Craig is like, Jake, come debate me, come debate me, come debate me, debate me, debate me. I'm like, no, not gonna. That's what you want to do? Then no. Come fight me, Craig. He's like, no, you come to Scotland. I'm not coming to Scotland. You come to America. So I'm the one who calls the shots. So thank you for the donation. But here's the deal. Those guys are dying to like have me talk about them, because that's their mission as shills. So why are you bringing up guys who badmouth me? You don't think I know that they badmouth me? I know that they badmouth me. Thank you for your donation. I know that shills are badmouthing me. Thank you for giving the shills a shout out. Hi, Jason. Hi, Ronnie. Alan. I appreciate you giving shills shout outs.
And we are live. I'm Awake Souls, and I'm pissed off tonight. Joined by Ronnie Harris. How are you doing? The Limitless one.
Oh, well, I mean, we do have to get through this content. Everything that we've been doing has been leading up to this point. I do want to put out a warning. Right now, if there's any children, anybody in the room, you should probably turn the stream off. This is going to be some pretty insane content tonight that we're going to go through. And I just want to let everybody know that we are not promoting any of this. What we're doing is time stamping and documenting it. That way it's exposed and it's brought to the light so that people can make up their own minds about what to do with this situation that we all find ourselves in here with Jake the asshole. So, you know, brother, what are your first thoughts?
Like my first thoughts were, I'm pissed off because there's a whole bunch of
terrible topics that we have to go through and talk about tonight that I would love to not have to talk about, but we do have to talk about them. And so some of it has to do with what people have considered to be team members. Other of it has to do with the enemy that we're fighting against. We're going to be exposing a whole bunch of really crazy stuff tonight. And so have your seatbelts buckled. It's going to be a brutal road tonight. I'm not excited about going through all this. Here's our Thanksgiving content that we get to share with all of you, right? This is what you get to sit around and talk about while you're eating turkey tomorrow, is this crazy stuff that's going to be called out tonight. It's super important. If you've been a person that's following along in this part series of the Church of Satan Exposed, there's a big head showing up tonight, like this big pimples being popped that it's brutal. It's really brutal. So I don't know. There's a lot of content to go through. How much else do you want to talk about while we're on camera?
Well, I mean, first off, I just want to talk directly to Jake the asshole and let him know that no, we don't give a damn whether we say our names or not. It has no bearing over what we're about to cover. None. Zero. We will always cover you and your network. It's never going to end. As long as we're here, we're going to be right there covering you. You can say our names. You don't have to say our names. It makes no difference to us. We're not here for views. We're not here for likes. We're not here to make friends. We're here to tell the truth. And this is the last thing that we want to do. But unfortunately, when you find yourself in a situation where you've found information and you hold on to it, you become complicit with that crime, right? I'm not going to have the blood on my head. I can tell you that right now. And I'm absolutely shocked. I'm shocked at YouTube. Shocked at YouTube, because there was a whole period of time where there was crazy stuff on there, and they did this fake like cleaning up of YouTube that they said. But now that we've uncovered what we've uncovered, they've absolutely missed everything. So shame on YouTube for censoring us and allowing this kind of content to be on your platform. Is disgusting. It's disgusting, downright. I don't want to be covering this content. I want to be learning things, exploring the realm, thinking of healthy living styles. I want to do art, but there's these gross. So if you have a rat that's coming into your house and eating your food and leaving pestilence everywhere, you have to kill it. There's just no other option, especially if you have children. If that rat's going to crawl up on your child and poison it, right? What are you going to do? What are you going to protect? Are you going to protect the rat, right? Or are you going to take the rat out and do what you have to do, right? So unfortunately, I thought that this crew was gone. They were gone. Jaron was super quiet. Glowbusters didn't do anything. Pat quit. All these different Church of Satan members were gone. We're gone. And the ones that stayed, like Mac, Fokker, you all know, we followed right along. And so the reemergence of this team, including Jake, who was long gone, he changed his name. He denounced Flat Earth after he debunked the AMAP with our information, which was good. He disappeared. So we haven't had to deal with these people. And if I had known, if I had done, I'm being the hardest on myself for allowing this to go for so long, because I don't know what these people have done. Well, I slept. Well, I was worried about other things. The stuff that we're going to get in tonight is absolutely disgusting. It makes me sick to my stomach, right? I'm being dead serious here with everybody. This isn't a joke, right? You want me to come on here and have a good time like we usually do? We got to get through with this. I can't believe there's no other men, no other people out there that care, women or men, that have not, this stuff is allowed to take place. It's absolutely disgusting. None of this stuff is going to be in the kingdom. None of it. Not one breath, not one click, not one memory from this stream will be remembered. But what we will do is we will show everybody on the other side of the screen exactly who the Church of Satan is, what they do, and what they've been doing. And after that, I don't care what they do, because I've fought for the truth. I put myself out here, my life on the line, right? And I don't care. I don't care. This is how they're going to be remembered.
This is the way. Oh, I'm back, everyone. I'm back. This is how we do it here. That's for sure. We do it live. We've got a whole bunch of tabs tonight. We have a bunch of stuff that we found earlier today that's newer stuff. So we're going to go through some of this newer stuff. Then we're going to bounce back to Jake Gibson, where we left off the last time we were covering Jake. Remember, we interjected with Alex Stein. Now, before we get going in all of that, there's just so much that we want to document, that we want to have the timestamps for. And I don't know. Is there anything else, brother, or should we get into...
Well, the fact that Alex was the first one in the chat begging us to cover him is a huge indicator that what they don't want exposed is what's going to be exposed.
Yeah, he's like, look at me.
And I just want everybody to know that everybody we've been talking about, they're all same team. They're all on the Church of Satan. All of them. Same team. They're all connected. We've got all the evidence. We're going to show you. It's a joke. And like I said, if this is the content that these people want to have in their hearts and they think that somehow they're going to ascend to the next aeon, they've got to be kidding themselves, right? 6,000 years. This is the best. This is the best that you guys can come up with. It's disgusting. I'm sick of, I can't even believe we have to do this, but I'm ready, brother. Whenever you're ready, let's get into this. Like, I mean, Jake keeps challenging to fight Flight the Flat Earth or whatever. I'm in the U.S., Jake. Let's do this. If you lose, you got to shut your channel down. You can't do what you're doing right now, right? Let's go. Why is Jake not accepting my challenge? But he can come out while someone is talking about Jason's channel. He diverts it to fight the Flat Earth, saying, I'll fight him. No, come and fight me. You know what? If I seen this guy and he was in my face and I seen him talking to 16 and 17-year-old girls, I bet you I could backhand the skin right off his face. You know, it's disgusting. What gets me mad is, where are the men? Huh? You're just going to let someone get beat like they streamed the Baby Truther show, streamed a woman getting thrown around? This is what we have in 2021? Where are the men? Like, I'm
going to get the share ready. You can keep going, brother.
Well, I mean, it's pitiful. It's pitiful. I wasn't raised like that, right? You don't beat a woman ever. Never. You love them. You love women. You treat them with respect. You don't hunt them. Especially when we get into this topics, we're talking about teenagers and younger people. It's just unbelievable. I'm going to try not to yell anymore, but I'm pretty fired up.
Yeah, there's a lot of gross stuff to go through. So I just want to document a few things on our Alex Stein video. That was part 6, the last thing we did. Jeranism showed up, 152,000 subscribers, and he said this was good. I gave him a heart for that because I agree it was. And I was disappointed that Alex didn't show up, that he had cucked out. Now, Alex also showed up and said he watched the entire stream and loved it. We definitely need to do a show this week. Well, no, you missed your chance. You cucked out. So we had the opportunity to expose you. We don't need to do that anymore. There's a few places where you are still going to come up, but you're not even a B-roll character. You're C, D, F, definitely F. So this is what's going on here now. I hate to do this to people, but we are going to go over to Held for Review, and we are going to check out something that I received this morning. This is very disappointing. For people that know Benjamin, we have to distance ourselves from Benjamin in a very severe and public way. And so we knew about something, and we had rebuked them, and we were hoping that they would just make the right changes. But that hasn't taken place. All right, so I'm going to move this a little bit so that we can make sure the whole thing's visible. And so what Benjamin said is, I'm going to be using the name God and Jesus again. The reason why is because I've been reading the Bible backwards. Not only have I been reading the Bible backwards from Revelation, I've also been listening to the Bible in reverse. From Revelation, I slowed the tempo and pitch to 40% using speed changer, then reverse it using reverse audio. All right, so he just goes on to talking about listening to the Bible in reverse. Now, this was an issue that was brought up. He was talking to us about trying to find things in the scriptures in reverse, but there were more serious things too. So there's another character that had visited during Tabernacles, Brandon, and that is Over Unity channel. And him and Benjamin were both here during that time. And then after leaving during that time, they've been staying together. And then they came forward, and well, Benjamin did, and laid a heavy burden on Yahawahashai's daughter, YD, and got really explicit about the gay relationship that's emerged between Benjamin and Brandon. So we got involved, and we told them, it's not cool. It's not cool. And so they had been, we had been talking about making plans where they would be able to like have a trailer and stay at the property where we were at, and we were going to help them find work and get them on their feet and that kind of stuff. But once that information came out, I mean, there was more. I given money to Benjamin he was supposedly going back to Minnesota, taking a bus back, and I had given him some money for the trip so that he could be able to eat the whole time. And he came out and told me that he used that money for meth. And when I heard that, I was severely disappointed. I couldn't imagine a situation like that coming up. I was befuddled by it, but that's the way it went down. And so here we are now, where we've already distanced ourselves from Benjamin. We've talked to a couple of people that were close in on the situation so that they would know and understand. And now today I'm receiving comments via YouTube where he's going back to God and Jesus. I guess he's doing this on Facebook as well. So other Team Yahawahashai members are seeing what Benjamin's doing. And that's the reason why we needed to come out and explain what had taken place. This is...
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, brother.
Well, just what I wanted to say was that, we rebuked them and told them that what they were doing is wrong, right? And that they needed to change their ways, repent of it, and fight to be righteous people. And after that, we broke ties with them, right? We can't have any connections with these people because they did exactly what they said that they weren't doing and what they wouldn't do, right? They know the rules. They know the way that we've explained things, the way that we live our lives, right? There's not too many rules, but they knew. Right. So the first thing that Benjamin comes back with is he's going back to the wrong names, as well as all of this backward stuff. Now, when Benjamin was here, I explained a lot of things to him, a lot. I shared a lot of the scriptures with him because he was interested, and I'll share them with anybody, whether it be a demon or anything. Right. But what I told him was, we have a beautiful creator, the Father. He created the most beautiful story where he actually told us the end from the beginning. Right. That's what I told Benjamin. Next thing you know, he's telling me he's listening to the Bible backwards and Jason's video backwards. I said to him, whoa, that's super demonic. Okay, that's what the Aleister Crowley people do, the Church of Satan and demons, right? This is demonic possession. And everybody should pray for Benjamin and for Brandon from the Over Unity Watch channel. I don't know if I've got the correct name, but they need everyone to just pray, right? And just hope that they can repent of their ways. And I'm warning everybody that knows Benjamin and that knows Brandon that you have to be careful. These people seem to be heavily possessed, and they tried their best, obviously, to make that normal for us. And, for me, the hardest part is, I could have dealt with it. That's fine. But they called my mom, right? And the things that they were saying was the most perverse, disgusting things that you could ever imagine, right? And that personally really affected me, and not too many things can get to me, but that really did. I thought that was disgusting. I think everything that they did was disgusting, and I hope they repent of it, right? And that they make it into the kingdom. I hope everybody, including Jaron, including Jake the asshole, I hope that they all repent and come to the kingdom where it's going to be beautiful. A lot of people think that heaven is this crazy white room, or heaven or the kingdom, because we're not going to heaven. We inherit the earth. They think it's this boring place. No, it's going to be so much artistic expressions and dancing and all this stuff, sports. It's going to be amazing. It's just there won't be any wickedness. Okay, so I'm just going to pray for Benjamin, and I'm going to pray for Brandon. They need to do what they got to do. They're fully free to live their lives. I'm going to stay in the Father's will.
Yeah, and we got to do what we got to do, and we brought it up, and that is that. So there's a few current things that we would like to go through before we go back and get into where we were with Jake the asshole currently. And this is a video that came up recently that was sent to me.
I'm at the Seattle meetup.
This was sent to me by the Flat Earth Warriors. Right, and they said, can't remember original maker of vid, and then it has we added to it. So this was sent to me, and I let them know that I intended to share it. I've seen Flat Earth Warriors in a number of the relevant chats that are taking place right now. So this is an important video. Not all of it. There's some of this is going to be remiss, but there's a point being made when you watch these red arrows. Things are being pointed out. There's certain things that if you watch all the things that are being pointed out here, it'll actually probably be helpful as we go through some of this other content. You should be clued in for some of the things to see. So treat this as a little bit of a lesson. Let me just bring this down over here. Yeah, let's check this out, and we're going to be pausing it at a few certain spots.
The pyramid bar. Now we're going to get the Illuminati or whatever for the pyramid bar. But that was selected accidentally.
My name's Chris. I run Flat Earth Wax.
We've got Paul on the plane. On my live stream, we are. It's Patricia Steele. So out. Oh, there he is.
You gonna pause it?
Didn't take long, did it?
No, the fact that he mocked autistic kids is absolutely gross. Like I said, I let the Father, he lets me have the will. It's his will be done, but I
All right, so what do we have here?
What we have here is Flat Earth asshole in Denver with the team that he's supposedly saying he's against, right? At a meetup.
FEA meets ODD, the Flat Earth Party in Denver. So was this not the time that
time period, yes.
Bob Nodell was at a party and he was hot mic'd saying that if this got out, this would be super destructive to Flat Earth?
Yeah, it'd be ruined Flat Earth or something, he said. They're disastrous.
Well, he said that he was measuring rotation 15 degrees of hour.
Yeah, that's correct. With his Lazy Susan lunch tray.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Jake the asshole was there. He's done everything he can to scrub himself from this time period. We knew he was there, but we just didn't have all the timestamps. Well, here's one that just jumps out. Boom, Jake was there.
I just wanted you to say hi on our live stream.
Oh, hello. Just because we're hanging out at Pyramid, don't think any of it.
Hey, I'm Nick, Flat Earth Vegan.
Today's the anniversary, 11/11/11, which adds to 33 because I'm a Masonic shill.
And how many years have you guys been married today?
6 years if my math is correct.
666. Marley Sunshine.
Yeah,
This is amazing. It's awesome to be here with Patricia and Mark and D Marble. And
Let's show your shirt.
he's the one that said it first. He's the one that said it first. But just so you know. Oh, this is Rob Skiba. It's official Flat Earth and Globe discussion. Everyone here loves
these other guys in the in crowd, I call it now, won't touch. And for better or worse, like I said, if I'm passionate about something, I can't shut up about it. And I don't care if it's controversial. If it's something that I just want to know what the truth is.
I just got to point out, everybody, this is the late Skeebers with Richie from Boston. This whole setup. Watch this. What?
Same team.
Yeah, what?
I don't care if it's controversial.
Richie,
same team. This whole team.
They're all connected.
We've called them out for 4 years already. Our flow charts haven't changed in 4 years. This is so ridiculous that we still have to go through this.
That's even worse.
It's something that I just want to know what the truth is. Period. And that's blank. I want to know what the truth is. So when I find what I think is the truth, I'm passionate about talking about it. And I found out very quickly that some things are very let's say, not profitable from a business standpoint to talk about. And some of these guys, I don't want to say that they're all about the money. I'm not trying to insinuate that. However, I know that there are topics that they're not touching simply because they know that it can really hurt their business. And I'm a perfect example. And I'm like, how did I ever believe this crap? You know? And that's when I began to realize, okay, it is so easy for us to be lied to and to buy whatever people are selling us. And that made me extremely skeptical when I went like this, whatever.
The Satanism's cool. I like the Satanism. Can you imagine, dude? Going to Church of Satan? Going to Church of Satan? Can you imagine?
We've done a couple episodes on that.
Dude, can you
we talked about it.
Do they probably play?
Was that Richie from Boston levitating in the air? No.
No, that was Eddie Bravo.
That was Eddie Bravo. But so this Church of Satan, I just want to remember people, look at our hashtag. Look at what we've been doing. We're on part 7 of exposing the Church of Satan. And so then also we receive this clip, and here's Eddie Bravo saying this stuff right here. It is the Church of Satan that we're dealing with, everyone, for real.
And he's on their team. He's on their team. He's one of them. He's with the Flat Earth movement. He's one of them.
Listen again. This is Eddie Bravo, the late Skeebers.
Yeah, you want to pay attention here.
The Satanism's cool. I like the Satanism. Can you imagine, dude? Going to Church of Satan? Going to Church of Satan? Can you imagine?
We've done a couple episodes on that.
Dude, can you
we talked about it.
Do they probably play Slayer in church and it's not bad?
Yeah.
They'll be like, yeah, that's kind of cool.
I know something happened.
The Church of Satan would be fucking awesome.
Are we Church of Satan or are we
the Satanic Temple?
We're a Satanic Temple.
Dude, that's cool.
That's cool. We're Satanic Temple. He's Church of Satan. They're all cool with each other, though.
The same thing.
That's cool. That's the cool thing about the Illuminati. Seriously, though.
Yeah.
Seriously, they ask you to join the Illuminati, dude. You're above the law. You can get away with murder.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like I want to kill people and I'm a murderer. I love my family.
You want to get jumped in without the violence and the sexual depravity.
You never know when you might have to kill a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That could come up. You know what I mean?
Is this kind of you putting it out there?
Hey.
Bill Nye the Science Guy once said that I am one giant fuckhead. Me and Neil deGrasse, straight shill for cash, and we are the evil that people want dead. Me and Neil deGrasse, straight shill for cash, and we are the evil that people want dead. You're just a product of the environment, but everything is fake. This entire shit, I don't know what to say, but I'm not buying.
Matt? Well, when it comes to... Actually, could you just repeat the question?
Yeah,
Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Richie.
No, I just gotta say, we played this clip right when it came out, everybody. However many years ago. So a lot of these clips, Ronnie and I, this isn't new to us. We're super familiar with them. We've covered each and every one of them over the last 4 years. So we've known about this, we've exposed this, but here it is again for people that didn't know about it.
From Boston, I am here in an undisclosed location in Colorado, and I am with the one, the
Get the address right on the wall.
ODD TV, ODD Reality, the man, the myth, the legend. What?
And another thing that really messes with me is how non-religious truthers and religious truthers can't get along.
Right.
You know, there's nothing going to happen, or nothing's good is going to come from trying to get somebody to retract their religion or Christianity. You know, we're all still on the same team at the end of the day. If you want to believe in God or Jesus, and I don't. Hey, if you want to believe in God or Jesus, and I don't, it doesn't.
That's not same team. That is not same team.
mean we're not fighting against the same people. So, you know, we need to stop with the shill calling and all that BS, because we're all real people trying to fight. And at the end of the day, all you're
Stop your shill calling. We're all good people at the end of the day, while he's letting you know he's a Satanist.
doing is regressing the progress that we're making.
Totally. And it's literally feeding into what they're doing. They've done this to us. They've made people instantly. It's like 9/11. You tell a regular person what 9/11, that wall springs up. They can't hear you. They can no longer hear a word you're saying.
All right, for people just learning this stuff, that's one eye symbolism for you right there. That one's pretty obvious.
It's all satanic.
I mean, it's quite clear that that's the core is godlessness or, you know, Satanism. I mean, quite literally, they openly.
Yes, we worship Lucifer. John is going to have all these women, all the power.
Yes, we worship Lucifer. I mean, listen, just stop and dial in to what's being said here, everybody. This is the Church of Satan telling you the narrative straight, right here.
It's all satanic.
I mean, it's quite clear that that's the core is godlessness or, you know, Satanism. I mean, quite literally, they openly.
Yes, we worship Lucifer. John is going to have all these women, all the power. And people just don't understand this. Go ahead.
That's why
devil worship. Yeah.
The news, he said, the news is all censored. Google is censored. I mean, they're rolling out all of the stuff that they've been testing. They're getting ready to implement it, so that if you just simply Google things.
Oh yeah, they're shaking, and they're going to bring the censorship in when they kill Trump. So they're lining up like you know, about to start World War II. The armies are lining up right now, folks. We got a maximum alert. The time we have, we're not real news, fake stream news. You probably already heard that term. I just came up with myself, but found people were already using it. Yeah, any good idea is already out there. Usually they don't territorialize it, but fake stream news, isn't that the name? Because fake mainstream, then we associate the term fake with fake stream. I think that's the word.
That was a lot of hand signs right there. He really smashed them in.
Well, he's talented at it. That's why he's their top guy, top Church of Satan member. And all these guys are connected. Joe Rogan, Chris and Sherry Gio from Truth Frequency Radio, Jeranism, there, Mark Dice, Alex Jones. But what really happened, the censorship happened in 2016. ICANN took over the keys to the internet. Am I coming in too loud?
Yeah, I just made a little adjustment. Oh, but now that does a lot.
Yeah.
Jack.
Let's talk about ICANN. So yeah, ICANN, they took over the internet, and that's when the censorship took place, right? The United States supposedly gave power over to like the United Nations or something. Some other entity took power over the internet. And the censorship happened when Trump took office, and Alex Jones carried on the narrative that after they were going to kill Trump, and then they were going to censor people. Well, the entire time, what all they did was censor everybody offline. Well, Trump was president. That's literally what he did. Right? Trump literally told everyone he was a Democrat. Right? You can catch an interview of him saying, "I grew up in New York. I can't relate to Southern Bible Belt people." He's like, "That's not how I grew up." Anyways, the Church of Satan goes all the way up to Trump.
Let's see what we got left here.
The counterfeit news network or the clown news network.
That's what the truthers are.
Jesus Christ, suck my dick.
Yeah, so we couldn't have skipped this one. This was inserted in the same video, everyone. Flat Earth Reset covered this. We covered it back when it happened. Once again, this is old news, but new news for a whole bunch of people. Check this out.
I don't believe in Christianity. Jesus Christ can suck my dick. I don't believe in Christianity. Jesus Christ can suck my dick. I don't care about those things. Those things are fake. Those things are put here.
Another training program designed to teach you.
he went on to say that those things are put here to control us. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard anyone say, because if you actually read the scriptures, and not just the 66 book Bible, because that's also controlled, all of the inspired word, it absolutely tells you how to defeat the control mechanisms of this realm. The one, the true, the Son, he ascended into the next aeon already. He showed us the way, right? That's what the scriptures do. They don't teach you how to be controlled. The other team is the ones trying to control you. And of course, Jaron doesn't believe, but he doesn't have anything to explain to you. He's a truther that doesn't have any idea how he got here. So if you don't know how you got here, your foundation is putrid.
All right. So another new news item was published on Jaron's channel November 23rd. Today is the 24th. And he has rest in peace Antonio Subaretz. So apparently Subaretz has been retired from Flat Earth.
Interesting. We brought him up because he was the one that confirmed that Pat was what you had said that Pat was.
Mm-hmm.
It was Antonio that I think I'm too low. I don't know what you did. Oh no, you fixed it. Yeah. Back up. They're just behind. They're behind. But yeah, so Antonio was the one that came out. Pat was supposed to marry Antonio. I was actually kind of still in the team before I completely debunked the AE map when she showed up at Antonio's place, right, on a Skype call, right. So I really did see behind the scenes, and Antonio then came out and said that it was a man, right, and he did all this. It wasn't our words. He's the one who came out and said this stuff. Mm-hmm. So I mean, now
they live together. So who are you going to trust?
He did gross things. He did this one video where he was like doing all homosexual stuff. Again, you see it rampant throughout this other team. All of them, right? It's gross. It's gross. Where's the real men?
Yep. This one, come on, load up, YouTube. This one is new. This was from RV, and he gave me a shout out on it. He called me a tiny hatter.
Russian videos, come on. Do you know how much of an idiot you look like right now? Because Jason's last name is Laufenberg? Are you kidding me? Do you know how many different northern nations use the berg in their name? It has absolutely nothing to do with tiny hats. And actually, it really means that he's calling you're a tiny hat killer, right? If we get into what your background really is. But we can do this because Russian videos is an absolute moron.
Yeah, I was shocked to be associated with the tiny hats, but good for RV. Nice swing. I
don't know how many of them are 6'6" and 3/4 are 6'6" and almost 6'7", right? Tiny hat people. There might be few.
Yeah.
With blonde hair and white skin, right? Yeah, that's real. That's real tiny hattish.
Now here's another new connection. So this was on the cover of Drudge as we were going live. So I just want to show you the front of Drudge. It says, "Guilty, guilty, guilty." I had no idea who these guys are. But if people remember our last live stream where we were covering Alex Stein, there was a guy talking about 3 guys that were going to be found guilty of murder. All right, so we go live, we're going live. I see this, guilty, guilty, guilty. I click on the headline, and it says 3 men charged in Ahmaud Arbery's death, convicted of murder. This was 2 hours ago, it's now saying, right? Let me highlight this.
It says
2 hours ago. I just refreshed the page. Now let's go back to Alex Stein in his street interview. Let's make sure everybody sees this. This premiered November 21st.
What kind of book is that guy holding in his hand?
I don't know. All right, so this was what's your opinion of the Kyle written verdict? And premiered November 21st. We covered this. Let's just jump back here a little bit. And here, this guy is just banging all the current events. And let's see what he has to say at the 111 mark.
Republican Lieutenant Governor having the first Latino Attorney General, flipping the House of Delegates, and taking out the top Senate Democrat, and Kyle Rittenhouse winning. Oh, And the 3 men in Ahmaud Arbery's case are going to go to jail for their crime.
There it is.
There it is.
He got it.
This guy knew.
You know, and so that's a win for both sides. So you got the left and the right both celebrating victories. What are they trying to be excited for the holidays? Give everybody a Thanksgiving present?
Yeah, that premiered November 21st. That guy seemed to really be in on the know. Interesting.
Yes. So what's the next angle here? Where are we going?
All right.
Is it going to get real?
Yeah, let's go to Jake the Asshole's channel. All right, let's take a little deeper look.
Well, I mean, the first video was... Go ahead.
Oh, do you want to go through
the Jaron one? It leads to this one, the baby truther show. So
that makes sense.
Okay, so right off the top, before we get into this, I'd like everyone to take a close look. If you could zoom in a little bit while I'm letting people know. You see the font? See the font that Jerry's got, right? And again, I'm only pointing this out to, I wash my hands of it so that people can see for what it is. I'm not stating that 100% this is it, but when the FBI releases documents that say, look for these signs if you want to protect your children, we've got to point them out. So if you could bring up the picture that with the little graphic with the little explanation of the sign.
Yep.
This is gross, you guys, that we have to do this. I just want to mention that again. It's definitely not it.
Where is
it? It was in, where did I send it to you? I think I said it on Zoom.
Yeah, I thought I had it up as an image. I'll have to find it.
Yeah, it needs to be brought on. I just want people to see that Jaron's got the scribbly writing. It's probably in, let me check. I'll tell you where it is.
There it is.
There we go. Okay, so I just want people to read. We're here, I'll read it. A variation of the logo is for boys, which also embodies a small, spirally shaped triangle also within a larger one. Right, gives you the deep inside the rabbit hole 666. If you turn this thing, you spin it around 180 degrees, you get a 666. And what it then goes on to say is the corners of the logo are rounded to resemble a scribbling by a young child, right? And it's absolutely disgusting that we're watching a so-called truther who promotes Aleister Crowley and the Church of Satan. He's got the same scribble writing, and he's doing a show called The Baby Truthers where he's pretending to be babies and they have babies dancing on the screen, right? It's absolutely one of the most disgusting things that I could ever have to bring to the air. But this has to be, people need to see this information so that you can decide what you want to do with it. I'm just sharing it. And I mean, if the Father's will be done, I wouldn't allow any of this in the kingdom. So.
All right. So we've got RV Truth in the chat talking about the shirt that you were wearing.
That's fine. What's wrong with it? What's he saying? Let's address it. Is he calling me a shill? Why? Because he thinks that when Satan's fell from heaven, it was as fast as a bolt of lightning. You're telling me that somehow gives Satan the power of lightning? Wrong choice. Yahawah the Father controls the power. Can't attribute anything that's the Father's to Satan's. Nice try, RV. But really what we need to talk about with Russian videos is how he couldn't even do an actual ancestry 2-second Google search to see if the name Laufenberg was associated in any way with the tiny hats, right? And not only that, Jason, what's your other nationalities? You're
50% German, 50% Norwegian,
right? So for anyone to come, and I guess RV, oh no, I can see him here, a nice satanic Metallica shirt. So could you explain why? Okay, so Ride with Satan, because there's lightning on the screen. I'd like him to further explain how that's satanic, right? I'd like to know. Because if you read the scripture correctly, it says, and I beheld Satan fell to earth like lightning. So he was cast down in a blink of an eye, just like all these shills and Church of Satan members are going to be destroyed. But then they're going to be brought back, for on and on and on and on. But okay, let's get into this. You're going to notice that there's babies now dancing on the screen, and there's a baby dancing on Jaron too.
Mm-hmm. That's
That's what most Aleister Crowley, people do on YouTube, right? They bring their babies on, and
I don't think
dance
that's
with babies all over
augmented
the screen.
reality right there. It looks like he's got a real kid on his lap for what's going on in this show right now. So let's see what Jake had to say about this.
Well, and just to finally address the Metallica shirt, if people really want to complain about it, they want to nitpick at me, the one thing they can come at. So when I was in high school, I played the guitar, I had long hair, and I had this shirt, right? I had this shirt. Now, I'm not suggesting that people go listen to Metallica. I don't even listen to them anymore. I think the music's kind of garbagey, right? It had its place in my life, and I like the shirt. I do. It's a memory for me. It has nothing to do with any ties to Satanism. And anyone who tries to tell you it does is misquoting scriptures and trying to find some kind of way to pick at us because they can't play our words. They're afraid to say our names. That's one other thing. Jake goes on to say that he thinks we want him to say our names. No, we absolutely don't care. But he knows that if he says our name, people are going to come here and see this information, and he's not going to have his bread income and whatever ring he is involved in gets destroyed. So that's the reason why he won't say our name. It has nothing to do with, Jake said I won't say their name because once I find out what someone wants, I don't say no. We want you to quit YouTube. We want you to stay away from teenagers. We want you to stay away from the daughters of the earth. We want you to go. We want you to go play the guitar and go back to old folks' homes. Leave the youth alone.
Yeah, we're going to show RV who the baby truthers are. It's these guys, and he's part of that team. He's being connected. I don't know if we're going to have the time to get into...
So he asked about long hair. Absolutely. The scriptures say not to cover your hat with a tiny hat, RV. Don't cover your head with a tiny hat. It says nothing other than that. We can bring up Samson. We can bring up the Nazarite vows. I can use the Old Testament, the New Testament. I can go extra canonical scriptures. It says nothing about having long hair. It's such a weak attack that Russian Videos is trying to go at. No, it's because your hair is too curly, right? What's it next going to be? Russian Videos? Oh, you guys have too much truth. You can't be real truthers because all you do is tell truth, right? What a joke.
You guys are too strong. You're too good at builders. You make too high quality of videos.
You guys documented way too much stuff from the Church of Satan. RV
busted too many hoaxes and psyops.
So I know why Russian Videos is here and why he's freaking out right now, because he's tied together with this entire Church of Satan team. He's one of them. Mm-hmm. He's tied together. They all have fetishes. They all watch wrestling. All these full-grown 40 and 50-year-old men are watching wrestling, which is absolutely the most ridiculous, disgusting thing I've ever seen. All of them are connected. They all have their strings and ties. They all work together, and they're all doing it to subvert the truth, right? And who knows what these rings lead to. I'm just bringing this up. If YouTube doesn't want to, and the FBI doesn't want to, and no one else wants to, because the Church of Satan is above the law. Well, guess not. You're not above the Creator's law, right? In fact, you're actually going to be condemned by it.
No, I do want to point out that you're not going to be able to find this video on YouTube or Rockfin. Not the one that we're watching right now, but the live stream that Jake is covering was done on Jaren's channel, and I think it was supposed to be put to Rockfin, but it's been deleted. So it can't be found anymore. So we only have the clips right now that Jake has shared in this video.
Because, Jake is involved with all this stuff. He's got the same ties to all of it. The wrestling, the baby stuff, it's gross. Everything that's all connected makes me sick to my stomach.
All right. So sit back and relax, RV, as we lump you in with all these guys.
Shitty, disgusting scumbag.
Welcome to the show, everybody. It is time for the Baby Truther episode number 29. Welcome, everybody. Everybody's doing well. Glad you're here. Let's get rolling. Let's start with the best-looking panel member. We've got Alex Stein joining us. Alex, welcome to the show.
What? You mean Kelsey's the best?
Oh, I didn't even see. My bad. My bad on that one.
Wow.
Kelsey, huh? Here's the new star onto the scene, everybody. Kelsey. And you know what? Kelsey is a really interesting thread that we're going to pull on tonight. We're going to show you what investigation does. And the fact that Kelsey is the key tonight for tying all these people together.
Mm-hmm.
Get your popcorn ready. Get ready, everyone. Get your notepads. This is going to be a huge reveal tonight. We're going to show you just who is a liar.
So Jaren thought that Alex was better looking than Kelsey.
Yeah,
Jaren just happens to have the 3 hexagons on his head for the 666. This is the
6 points. 6 points.
This is the symbology that was used in that auditorium shot that we were covering earlier. So they had it on the wall before. Now he's got it right on his forehead. 666 with a shirt that says propaganda. So they're introducing Kelsey.
Oh, and I mean, I know I'm a handsome fella, but come on, there's an elephant.
I have to let that out. Yeah.
That's okay, Alex. You can take it.
So if I was watching this for the first time and I see the crew over there in the corner, and you see Alex Stein, of course, who has his all-seeing eye pyramid logo upside down 99 making the 66. Oh yeah, I'm sure he'll tell you it's because he's mocking the Masons. He's mocking the evil elites, right? Yeah. So you got the entire baby crew up there in the corner, and there's something about this that sends off a PEDO vibe to me. Just the way they have this blonde bimbo.
Uh-oh. He's calling out the PEDO.
The pizza tea type stuff?
Mm-hmm. He's recognizing it. He's got an alert going off. His pedometer is ringing.
Up here sitting in the baby chair, the pink background, just all these child references right out of the gate. It's a very strange vibe, especially being that it's mostly grown men who watch conspiracy content. So the fact that you're trying to shove all this weird child dancing stuff and pink, it's just very strange. Gives me a PEDO vibe. And I think that is done purposely to drive people away.
So what do we got for today? Kelsey, you want to introduce yourself? I guess you could tell people who you are in case they don't know that you have a channel with a whopping...
No, that's not what it's done for. It's to draw in that content, Jake. It's absolutely backwards what your mouth just flapped. People don't put the symbols out there to push people away. That's retarded. Right? They're doing witchcraft. They're doing it to bring the people in and letting other people like them know what's up. That's what signs and symbols are for. And you know what? I sent you a picture in the green bubble. If you could show, this is what I think of Alex and all these pathetic losers, what I think of their stupid pyramid that was built not that long ago. That's not the image. But that one you should understand, Jaron, and your font is disgusting.
You didn't send it in green.
Oh, hang on. There it is. Have a look at this. This is what I think of your stupid pyramids that you guys built. You're just jackasses. And it's not even correctly built. They're falling apart. There's your one-eye symbolism, you bitch cowards. You're lucky I don't have the power to actually do this to you guys. The Father's will be done. He's the one who enacts the repay back, but you're all going to pay for everything that you've done. All of you. Your stupid pyramid, your stupid one eye. It's a joke. It's falling apart. It's not even correctly built. It's a joke.
Yank that eye out. Thank you for sharing, brother.
135 subs.
We got to get that up.
So Kelsey has 135 subs, and Kelsey got dragged on to the Baby Truther show for what reason?
I never heard about that channel. I never wanted to
I'm sure you didn't
grow it. No.
You made it just so it have 135 subs?
I think that there's one that's so old. It's from 2009. That's probably why.
I think we're going to show that to you tonight.
There's 100 and how many? 39?
We have to get you on YouTube because they don't have enough good, attractive women.
I told her she could make so much
Not enough attractive women on YouTube. We had to get you on YouTube.
money if she just sat there and just talked truth.
So Alex is going to start to lust here. He wanted to come on again. He's going to get more coverage. Not like he would like, though.
Yeah,
okay.
It's all...
I'm going to share this video like you taught me last night. So Jaron he thinks that I could make...
Do you see the hand gestures that are coming out of Kelsey?
Yeah, she's doing some wiping her chin. We can call it all out.
Yeah, watch Kelsey.
Like you taught me last night. So Jaron he thinks that I could make $40,000 a week if I learn how to shuffle. So I told him I'm going to...
Who said $40,000 a week?
Shuffle?
No, I showed you
Shuffle
there's people...
a deck of cards?
No. Shuffle dance.
Yeah, David. I'm going to become a...
Have you
seen Shuffle dance?
Haven't you seen these girls that shuffle? They have they're making the most amount of money you can imagine.
It's crazy.
The first thing I'm sure everyone's wondering.
Before you get into this, I just want to know that everyone on the other side of the screen, these people on this other channel here, they do nothing but demoralize women. They go on in the rest of the stream and actually show a woman getting thrown around and beat, and they laugh at it and mock it, right? These people don't have any care for women. They're disgusting human beings.
All right, so he's going to start doing a breakdown on Kelsey here. Let's see how Jake does.
Let's get Jake the truther, he said. He has all the views because he tells the truth, he said, right? Let's listen to Jake's truth.
Is who is the blonde bimbo down low? Yeah, I have been in the flat earth quote unquote movement since 2016, and I have never heard of this person or seen this person in my life.
Really? He's never heard of her or seen her in his life, he says, huh?
That was a pretty, like, in-your-face statement. Let's
hear it again.
Let's hear it again. Let's have him
Jake?
double down on this, Jake.
By the way, where's Jake in the chat? He's not banned. He's not blocked. Where is he? He's a coward, right? You don't say our names. We don't care if you say our names, right? You can't say our names because you get destroyed by the truth. That's why you're a bitch coward. And why are you not in here defending yourself, right? Why are none of these people coming on? Right? If the truth fears no investigation, right? So let's hear from Jake again that he's never met this woman and he has no idea who she is, right?
I have been in the flat earth quote unquote movement since 2016, and I have never heard of this person or seen this person in my life. Kelsey Kerwin. Yeah, never heard of this bimbo in my life. What we're looking at is
he's double, triple, quadruple down on that, right?
Now he's calling her a bimbo. Let's just hear a little bit more.
A hired gun. This is the type of woman you would see standing in front of the Rockstar energy drink booth. And then when that
WWE.
Yeah, he's just building her up.
Shift ends, she heads on over to Hooters.
Ooh.
And then when her Hooters shift ends, she goes home and posts on OnlyFans and TikTok.
See, again, another sick narrative that Jake and his buddies that he's all yoked up with in his network, they just do nothing but insult and berate and belittle women. Right? They go on networks and they expose themselves by being assholes. They have no sensitivity. But anyways, he just built her up. First, he said he's never met her. He doesn't know her. And then he goes on to say that she's like this Hooters girl and she's this, and fans only, just absolutely mocking this person while promoting her at the same time. I wonder why.
Is a hired gun bimbo. There is no reason for this chick to even be here other than eye candy.
Eye candy. That is the explanation that Jake came up with.
Eye candy.
Not going to come up with anything having to do with an ulterior gender narrative, right?
Yeah, well, there's that possibility, but you know me, right? That's a tough one to go down. I have proof, right? This is what I'm about to. How much do you guys in the audience, how much would you believe it if I told you that not only does Jake know this person, but he literally is promoting this person on his own channel, right? The lies, they just never get away with their lies because they forget, they leave threads, they miss so much. It's ridiculous how stupid these people are. So bring it in, bro.
All right, you want to switch over to Jake's channel?
Go to Jake's channel. Yep, show everybody how it goes. And this is easy, you guys, to do.
All right, so if you go to...
The first one is the most disgusting, I just want to say.
Yeah, I'm just checking to make sure how much of this is showing up. I got to shrink this a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We're not seeing all of them. Mm-hmm. All right, so now we can see all of them.
Jake the truther, right? Jake's the truther. Everybody loves Jake because he tells the truth. Now here's his team. These are the people that he's subscribed to.
Pizza T.
Find on his channel.
Pizza T. This is his most recent sub. Let's check out Pizza T.
That channel, we're gonna have it. Yeah, okay, let's do it. Like, this is gross. Look at the second video. You don't even have to play it. Slime and squishies with double princess triple. All this stuff is fucking gross. YouTube, what are you doing?
How is this even allowed? We don't want.
What are you doing, YouTube?
It's some gross ass shit.
Well, I mean, he's in a few of the videos, he's got kids doing sexual things in his fucking videos. This is on YouTube. This is fucking disgusting. Makes me sick to my stomach.
All right, so he's got Pat Truthner, right? Pro wrestling guy. This is the guy that he just promoted in his NFL is rigged video. So this guy gets the promotion.
And so that guy right there does nothing but play wrestling clips, who RV has been on a podcast with, what's his name? Jericho, I think. Chris Jericho. So they're actually yoked up with the guys in the WWF. And Russian Videos is the guy that broke down that the symbol for the WWE or whatever was 33. He shows it all. He did it all, but yet he still pushes the narrative. And what the
are grown men watching other grown men in tights all oiled up fake fighting for? What kind of mentality are we dealing with? When you pull the threads in these types of people, you're going to find nothing but debauchery and absolute wickedness.
No, he is sub to the god of comedy. Now,
that's Jake.
This is Jake. All right. So this is a Jake channel.
So I noticed some
men moan when they pee. All right. Peeing in Reno. Thirst quenching sound. Funniest karaoke ever. Gravity derp. Super cute dogs. Oh my god. George Carlin passes me the torch. Now, if I clicked
what we
on
have
this,
now is
George Carlin was funny, but he's literally speaking the narrative right now as far as germs is concerned. This is interesting. It's only 3 minutes here. It's as far as germs are concerned. I want to show people quickly, though, that I'm gonna move this over a little. All right, so the comments under this video 1 year ago, Jake the asshole, how can you be God if I am God? That's what Jake asked. And then he was responded to by the god of comedy, which is this channel, right?
And he's going around saying that this is what we do.
He says,
right? No, we don't.
You are God, so how can I be God? And then another channel of his, Jake Gibson, Word. Now, Trending Troll, this is an interesting one. He says, get a room, you two G's. And if you look at Trending Troll, Trending Troll has the crazy stripper on meth dancing. It has Full House in slow motion. This is the gross pedo crap right here. Gross. And it's got Dan Pratt and Matt Boylan in a secret gay porno.
It's gross. This is Math Powerland, the wizard, the flat earth guy that broke it out. He was exposed as being filmed doing, he was, again, one of these satanic 33 Mason wannabe actors that did gay homosexual content, right? They'll cuck for the money, and that means they're lying to you right now, right?
No, if you click on Trending Troll's channels, Trending Troll only supports the god of comedy, crypto duo, this is Pizza T and Jake, right? Mm-hmm. Jake the asshole and Jake Gibson. So, guess who Trending Troll is? It's Pizza T.
Pizza T.
All right, so...
Well, we're going to get to the reveal now, right? Or more.
What we have now is a completely neurotic...
No, we can go to the reveal.
Remember I had said to you guys that Jake, not only does he know her, look what we just found. What is that little name? Read the name out for people.
Little SB Kelsey. Little SB Kelsey.
Kelsey? That's the same name as the chick that he said he never knew or never met in his entire life, right? Since his 2016 arrival on the flat earth.
Yep. So Kelsey's got some 75 subs. All right. Mm-hmm. This channel is from 2006. This one's ancient. All right. There's another one that's from 2009 we can show you. But the videos here, the one that really gives it away, well, there's two. So there's the first one, Kelsey and Bailey right here. But the big one is...
Where's the exposed?
Kelsey exposed.
Kelsey exposed. So she was on like this dating show, right?
12 years ago this was posted.
12 years ago on Kelsey's channel that Jake is subscribed to, that when you click on Jake's channels, it brings you to this.
Kelsey on a dating show. Let's see who's in here. There's only 9 comments. I wanted to see Jake in here. That would have been hilarious.
Yeah, well, I mean, what do you mean? He's subbed to this channel. We found this channel on Jake's fucking channel. You know what? Forgive me for swearing, but this stuff is disgusting, you guys. I don't know what Kelsey's yoked up in it, but I know what Jake is into, and I can see what Pizza T and Jaron. I see what all of it. It's all evidence. It's all right here. We've been showing you guys.
So this is Kelsey exposed. It was on MTV. You got this guy who's got the tree. This is
like above, so below.
The Kabbalah tree right here.
Where's RV? He could have broke it down, right?
Send one packing, trying to make sure both of them get Exposed.
Exposed. They are getting
I'll be in the
exposed.
surveillance truck with the lie detection software telling Anthony when these girls are hiding the truth. I'm wearing a tiny high-tech earpiece, so Jonathan can tell me the moment he uncovers a lie.
Anyways, just skip across. Just play a bit of it. She loses. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Skip across. We don't need to watch all this. It's retarded. It's absolute filth. Again, demoralization of women. Making these two women kiss and all this on TV is gross. It's gross.
So here's Kelsey and Janelle.
Hi, Janelle.
I'm Kelsey.
Kelsey lied more.
There she is. I'm Kelsey. That's your Kelsey that was on the Baby Truther show.
That's right. And we found this link on Jake's page.
On Jake's page.
Right. Who he said, I've never seen this girl before, nor have I ever known that she existed. Sort of like, lie on top of lie, because these people are gross. All they do is lie to you and sell you stuff and whatever else that it is that they're doing.
This MTV show was like exposed. You're exposed.
It's getting exposed. Go back and show everyone again. We can't even click on the videos on Pizza T. Like if you go to Pizza T again, no, keep going on this. Do your thing.
Well, so anybody can do this. This is the name right here. Let me bring this down a little. Kelsey Kirwan, Kirwan. I just put that into Google, went to images, and as you scroll through here, you've got Kelsey Kirwan, the YouTube channel. So we can jump right over there. Here's Kelsey Kirwan, 168 subscribers. All right, we got videos like the 6'3" Florida boy auditions for Tiger King. Tiger King. We got some Tiger King stuff, but also on the same on this channel here.
Now we're on her main channel. Now
we're on the main channel.
That Jake forgot that he had on his page, obviously. Joke.
But the same video.
Click on it. Show everybody. Document it. That's what we do.
I'm Jonathan. I'm 24. Today, Jonathan's giving my.
I'm Kelsey. I'm 21, and I'm a skater girl who's gonna shred my competition.
And I'm not willing to. I don't like the whole transformer argument. Jason and I, we agree on a lot of things, and yes, there is a huge wicked agenda with that, right? But I don't know. This one here looks like a woman with kids and all that. I just think that's just messed up. I don't know why she's involved in this. We haven't done the deep investigation. All we know is that Jake the asshole said that he didn't know her. He never met her. We can play that again. And then we literally see on his subscription feed, not even that far down, her channel. Right? We just showed you guys. It's the same person. And this is the person that Jake is supposedly exposing while telling you guys that she's a hottie, that she's eye candy, that she can work at the Hooters. What's going on here? Who's playing who here? Who's lying? Right? When the real Slim Shady stand up, right? Who's got the balls to come out and tell the truth and put this stuff out there? Nobody. How come no one else in the Flat Earth community besides that Flat Earth Warriors channel? He put out something. He did something. But why is no one else bringing this stuff up? It's gross.
So this is Little SB Kelsey. And the way we got to this was by coming from Jake's subs. Let's
do it again.
Where is Jake?
And you can all go to Jake's channel and do it yourself. Go back one. I think you're almost there. There we go. So this one's a little different. Her old channel, it's called Little B Kelsey, right? Little SB or something.
His channel's not loading.
There it is right there. Little SB Kelsey. Right? Whatever that's supposed to mean or say, click on it again so people can see. This is Jake the Asshole's subscription feed that he shares publicly to people. And it takes you to Kelsey. And not only just Kelsey, but a channel that she's had since 2006, where she's down here with her girlfriends. And,
Kelsey and Bailey 13 years ago. We don't Kelsey exposed 12 years ago.
Right? So who's going on? Who's lying, Jake? Why isn't it that you don't want to say our names, Jake? What are you afraid of? Why don't you come out and be honest about things now and stop being a clown? Admit it. Come out. Stop being a coward. You lied. Bro, you lied about everything. The only thing that you've ever told true was the stuff that you took from us. You tried to pawn it off as your own information. right? Everyone can see. We have the timestamps. That's what we did. We documented it. We seen you coming from a mile away, you and Math Powerland. You weren't flying. You weren't going to get by us. Are you kidding? The only thing that I'm upset about is that I missed all this pedometer shit. It's disgusting. Now, if you want to go back to Pizza T, who's Jake's right-hand man, that's the duo, right? And they also do all this stuff with wrestling, all these things. Did you show the connections with all the wrestling?
No.
There's so many. Jake is just as yoked up as Russian videos with David Weiss, and they go on the podcast with Chris Jericho.
This guy's the
Sverige. I think that means Sweden or something. He literally says that if he wants to rape his mom or his sister, that he should be allowed to. Free will. That's what true nature is. That's what Sverige teaches. And Sverige tells you that you have to eat raw meat all the time. You can't cook meat and you can't eat vegetables or anything. But yet everyone's caught him, doing all those things, eating fruit, eating bread. He's been exposed. He's gross.
Yeah. So his very first subscription was to Brian Dean. This is just how to grow your YouTube. Now, this John Lawson guy, if you pay attention, everybody, if you look at this guy's face right here, he definitely looks like the guy that was in the tweaker shelter lunar bit that we showed in the beginning. It actually looks like John was one of his guys he interviewed on the street. Strong resemblance, could be wrong on that one. We see Trending Troll. This we saw as a backup account of Pizza T. All right, so here's your Pizza T. This is the guy that says he is at the top of the pizza pyramid. Very top. He's got his tongue sticking out there. This is the type of pro wrestling stuff that he subscribed to. So I clicked on OSW Review HD, and so this is a YouTube verified channel with 177,000 subs, and so his most popular video is top 10 lesbian pollen attacks in wrestling. This is the type of content that the pro wrestlers are about.
Sexually harasses Sable as part of the Goldust Mark Merrow feud. It was never shown on TV, so it only garners number 10.
Okay. Number 9.
Sable and Tori Wilson's gay for pay lesbian antics / kissing to promote their Playboy magazine.
Oh, I remember that.
These are not women, right? Right. That's the joke. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. It's disgusting. But anyways, we don't need to go through all this.
Yeah,
I just wanted you to show the connections that all these guys are obsessed with wrestling. All of them. All of you.
Yeah, and these characters out here, these are not. The reason why they're obsessed with this is for this, and that's because these aren't what you would think.
Jaron said what his heart. Alex is the best looking on the podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Probably because the other one is actually a woman. But we don't know. But again, that whole argument it's good to just show what Baphomet is and what that agenda is, and you can understand that the Kabbalists think that Adam was both sex, and it's an absolute joke. That's not the way that it went down.
All right, so we are definitely not done with
Pizza T.
Jake the Ass. What?
Okay, do you want to move on? Because I did want people to see exactly the Pizza T music.
Which one?
There was another channel on actual. Was it Pizza T's actual channel? One of them had. Let's see the content. Let's just look at the videos. Scroll down. This is the gross. Everyone, please do your research. Look at these channels, figure out what's going on, do your own research and see what you see, because all I see is just it's that and the Pizza T, the music one. This stuff here, I don't understand what the agenda is here. I'm not an expert in this, but I've seen enough. I've seen enough to make me sick to my stomach. I think the music channel is probably the worst one, right? What's it called? You click on Jake's channel, you go to channels, and you click on Pizza T Music. Okay, for everyone out there that has someone that's watching YouTube, or a flat earther, you want to make sure that there's none of this stuff. Scroll down, just look at the content that he's got here, you guys. It's super weird. I've never got more disgusted with certain content in the clips that we watched. It was gross. It was super gross.
just play a clip of this first video. This is... So the panda, every one of these things are terrible symbology.
Yeah, if you do the research of what the panda symbol is, it's so disgusting. You turn this off. Turn this off right now. People, do your research. YouTube, I can't even believe that YouTube allows this stuff, right? And click on channels. Well, just wanted to see Pizza T for a second because he has other channels. He has this one where they make cards. This doesn't end here. There, Ghetto Lot Kids is another gross one. Now you click on his channels and you see all these other ones, right? We're just showing people how you can see their connections.
The network is here, so we are documenting it. I'll scroll through this.
Disgusting stuff. Look at that one. There's another baby right there. There's just everything about these people is just something is seriously wrong with them, right? And you guys, I can't even tell you the types of stuff that they have on there. I don't even know how it's allowed on YouTube. I'm shocked. It's gross. There's another Pizza T. So,
Holy Kool-Aid was the first sub of this channel. All right. Should we get into the meat of Jake the asshole?
Yeah, because going down that road, all that stuff right there, it's really some dark, disgusting stuff. It really is, you guys. I do serious spiritual warfare, and I know how to heal myself, right? And everybody else on the other side of the screen, none of this stuff has any power over you. It's weak. It's pathetic, actually. It's weak, because that's why you don't see any of them defending themselves, because they're weak. They're cowards, and what they do is they have to hide in everything, right? They have to not say certain names. They have to pretend to be something that they're not, because they're not good people, right? They're weak, and everything that they do doesn't have any power over any of you, and it's all going to be brought to the light. So don't have any fear, guys, and just let's get through this tonight, and hopefully they stop. That's always my wish.
Mm-hmm. So this is a video that's showing almost 7,800 views, streamed live November 14th. Now, we got to this middle point in the last hangout that we were covering Jake. Now, after seeing the very first video, and you see this lip thing being pointed out, it seems to show up all over the place. David Weiss does it. This guy does it. It's not a coincidence anymore. I'm seeing it too pronounced like this. This isn't just wetting your lips like they're dry and you're licking them. It's a concentrated sticking of the tongue out, pressed between the lips. And after having considered everything we heard, let's see where we pick up right here. This should be interesting.
Hey, how many times did I go on Patty's show? Let's see, there was never. Do you remember that one time when never? RV went on her show, and according to Patty, and I actually believe her, they had many chats offline, had many personal conversations. He made her a mod on his channel. So all you people sticking up for RV, now you have to tell me why it's cool to make Patty Steer a mod on your channel. He made Patty Steer a person with power in his chat to censor others. Is she one of my mods? Was she ever? So anyone keep sticking up for RV? You're sticking up for Patty Steer. I'm just going to think that you love trannies at that point. If you stick up for RV, that means you probably are going to go bang a tranny tonight. And by tranny, I mean tranny-poline. That's what I call trampolines.
Nonsense, this guy.
So, Jake lays it down. If you support RV, you support trampolines. All right? Transformers, transitioners, transcenders, something like that. So, RV, what are you going to say about that? You're with Pat. Everybody knows Pat isn't what Pat says Pat is. Let's jump ahead to 1:16:16.
Funny one. Dan Pratt. Who knows who Dan Pratt is? Anybody? Anybody been here for a long time know who Dan Pratt is? So Dan Pratt is a guy who goes out in his garage. He's a blowhard. Hey, everybody, let me tell you about what happened today. He goes out in his garage and smokes a cigarette and coughs, and he does these rants. And so basically Dan Pratt, and there's some people I know who aren't going to like this. Dan Pratt just went on Jaron's show. After years of feuding with Jaron, years of feuding with Patty, years of calling them all shills, now Dan Pratt says he's a born-again Christian, and he wants to bury the hatchet. So he went on with Jaron, buried the hatchet, and he went out and hung out with Jaron and deep inside the rabbit's butthole for 3 hours, and they all just stroked each other.
So did you, Jake. So did you. How was the Denver Flat Earth meetup, Jake? Was Bob there? Was ODD there? All the same team. Same team, Jake. You literally have the person that was on the Baby Truther show. You literally subscribed to her first channel. What do you mean? You're going to call out the other team. You are that team. Dolt.
Her show. So here is
not only is he an asshole, but he's stupid. He's a stupid, disgusting human being. And if any of this stuff leads to what I think it does, it's gross. Like, I mean, sorry, I'll mute.
It's basically, they're basically like coming together and pointing each other out as not really being shills. There's no real shills. Jaron says there's no real shills. So basically what you have is the entire group identifying themselves, this entire shill group coming together, identifying themselves, basically like showing you their shills in plain sight, showing you their group. And then Jaron goes on to say he doesn't think RV's a shill. He doesn't think Dan's a shill. Jaron says
he doesn't call you out either, Jake. Right? How come is it that you and Jaron share the exact same qualities? You're both afraid to counter our arguments. You won't play our words and show what we're saying, right? You won't do that. You won't even say our names. When people super chat you 11 euros, you'll skip his name, right? Because you're on Jaron's team. The evidence is abound. It's abundant. We just showed that you're literally subscribed to the girl on the TV, on the show that you said you'd never seen in your entire life, buddy. You're on their team. This act that you're out here playing is stupid. You look like an absolute idiot right now. Not only you an asshole, but you're a dumb one. Really dumb. How could you come out and lie like you do and not think you were going to get caught, right? How does Pizza T think he's able to do what he does and he's not going to get caught? Did you guys think that you were just going to be able to do this forever because you're a church of Satan? You're above the law. Is that what you guys think? Right? Guess what? The creator can flip anything whenever he so chooses, right? And right now you guys are getting flipped. Everything's being exposed.
Yeah, except all of your whole team, Jaron. So, Jaron, what did he do on the Behind the Curve documentary? Failed a flat Earth experiment? Yeah, there's that. What did his partner Bob do? Say that he tested the Earth's rotation with a gyro and said it moved at 15 degrees. Remember that?
That was the convention that maybe you weren't in the convention, but you were at Denver with those people for. Right? We showed that right from the get-go, right in the beginning. Asshole.
What did Patty and Mark do? Act like retards. What did Mark do? Expose that he lived.
That's what you do. You act like the retard. Don't play stupid. They actually act intelligent. Pat and Mark. They don't act like you. Someone actually had the gall, Jason, to ask us why we care in the chat. Can you believe that? Why do we care? The better question.
Innocent children are being targeted by satanic pedophiles. Anybody that has to ask why you would care about that, there's something severely wrong in their spirit. Severely wrong. Like if that doesn't enrage you, if you don't have a moral vein within you that is infuriated by such a thing, Lake of Fire is waiting for people like that.
Brother, I know there's a lot of people that listen that don't believe exactly what we believe. They've been lied to their whole lives, and when they woke up to certain things, they don't believe like we do, right? But I need everybody to know on the other side of the screen is that these Church of Satan members absolutely believe in it, right? And they do these things. They tell you why. Alex Stein showed you, him and his preacher guy, that they sacrifice their own children. They do these things. That's the way that their spirit tells them to do it. And they don't want you to believe in the scriptures. They want to mock that, but they believe, and they get power from doing the wicked things. That's how you get power in this realm, right? You got to do wicked things. So everybody just take it with a grain of salt.
Well, and you're going to see that Jake's going to take it to that right now. He feels like God's working through him. Listen to this.
Joey Dunlop says, Jake, do you believe in Yahshua? I don't know who or what happened before my lifetime. I was lied to.
Hang on. So the Joey guy, Joey Gadanino or whatever, was a guy that tried to infiltrate me and Jason, and he wanted us to push Transformers. He wanted me. He was trying to get me. He was trying to buy me accounts to pad the views, to make fake comments, because we exposed all of this to everybody. We showed how fake YouTube was. Jason and I did it. We showed that you can buy views. That's absolutely the only way to trend. They stopped the actual real. As soon as YouTube was bought by Google, they ended the absolute the truthers' availability to be found. You had to buy it, right? And they only allow Satanist channels to buy the views. And we showed everybody this. We showed you the websites that sell the views, how they work. We showed it all. We documented everything, right?
Well, and by doing so, we were able to break the system where, since we made it public to everybody, what happened is right after that, all the sites that were selling them couldn't sell them any longer, or the prices just went astronomically high. So it's one of those things now where maybe somebody still could, but the prices are just out of this world. We never did it for money. We weren't monetized. We just tried it to see if we could get some sort of trending going on. And then what YouTube ended up doing is I think we picked up a total of 110,000 views.
They took them away.
Not only did they take them away, they took them away like triple
the amount. Yes. But what I wanted to tie back in was this Joe character was constantly trying to promote Jake to me over and over and over again. As well, he wanted to buy views. He wanted to buy me a computer part. He said he was all for the truth and he just wanted to help. That's where this guy came in, and I don't usually do that, right? I don't usually ask for help, nor do I want it. But he wanted to be a part of the team, and we ended up having to sever ties, just like Enslaved by No Media. What's that? Rosette Delacroix. These channels come in. The Satanists and the demonic people try to come in and chill us, right? So the Joe guy that he's talking about is probably one of the funders that supports Jake and tries to steer the narrative through him the same way that he tried to do it with us. I just wanted to document that. I have all the receipts. I can bring these characters into the game whenever I feel like, whenever the truth seems to fit. Whenever something fits, there's a key. The key goes in the lock. It opens. We do it. Just like tonight. Jake said he never met Kelsey. Lie. You just click on your channels and she's like the fourth row down. It's an absolute lie, Jake, because all you do is lie. Your whole team, your Church of Satan team, is founded on lies. You're all narcissists, right? They absolutely hate Pat. Pat Steer had to close her channel down because of the down thumbs, right? That was one of the reasons, because she couldn't handle the down thumbs. We don't care how many thumbs downs you give us. We're not out here to make friends. We're not out here to make money. That's the other thing. This whole team, they just sell. And while they're selling to you, they're lying, because the people that buy that stuff are Satanists. They're the only ones who are buying stuff, who are wanting to pay people to do anything. You know, people aren't paying you to be social media presence for a good reason. They're paying you to shill for Satan. We've been exposing it for years, and we're going to keep going.
About everything. I was lied to about everything, so I don't even pretend to know who the original Jesus, Yahawahashai.
There we go. Make fun of the names. Fine. Yeah. Go ahead. Make fun of the name. Jaron says, it says in the scriptures that you can make fun of the names, right? As long as I don't sin against the Holy Spirit, which he mocks too.
So he uses the word Jesus, but then tries to mock the names that we use. Listen to this. I mean, it sounds just like Jaron. Almost identical.
Even pretend to know who the original Jesus, Yahawahashai is. Okay? I never do pretend to know that stuff. All I can tell you is I'm here on behalf of the creator. The creator is working through me.
Working through you. You and Pizza T, huh? Working through you, huh? Your creator. We know who your father is, Jake.
He's not even done saying the creator is working through him. I think there's more.
I do this because it feels like the right thing to do. And that's it. I feel like the creator's here. God's here, working through me, doing this good deed, helping me get through this.
Good deed. Helping you, huh? You're not getting through a good. You already said Ronnie and Jason.
Yeah, God's not helping you.
A hammer says the Bible proves flat Earth. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. You looking across Lake Ontario and seeing the Toronto skyline is a flat Earth proof, not the Bible.
You just slice his throat.
You seeing the Chicago skyline across Lake Michigan or what?
He did that chin hand move.
Yeah, you know why? Because he said, you seeing the Chicago skyline across Lake Michigan, it's a mirage. That was the Rob Skiba psyop.
Rick Hummer.
Faked footage. Total
Faked
psyop.
footage.
And this is what he is saying the proof is, not the Bible.
Yeah, the photographer that took the picture of the supposed Chicago skyline, Jonathan Nowicki, exposed the fact that it was fake by his lens, right? He
200
didn't even have
200 millimeter focal length, like
200 millimeter focal length, you guys. That's absolute joke what they tried to do. It was a painting. It was a painting, right? I wouldn't even be surprised if Matt Powerland painted it because he's this great painter, he always said, right? It was
Whatever the hell it is a proof, not the Bible.
So hang on. The scriptures do teach that the earth is fixed and founded, right? And that the heavenly luminaries rotate around the fixed, founded earth. And it's a rectangle, has 4 corners, right? And it's fashioned like the tent of encampment was made in the wilderness that Moses made. And it was given direct measurements from east to west to south and to north. And it was all aligned, right? The Masons try to mock it with their stupid lodges, right? This Samson nonsense. Or Solomon, they take it to Solomon, who was debaucherous. They were offering up their children to Baal at the time when Solomon was king because he did what was wrong, right? And this hasn't changed. The same people.
Shape of a butthole. Understand?
Gross.
I know there's a lot of Jesus
who
Bible
talks about the
thumpers up
shapes
in
of
here.
buttholes. Who would he just was talking about God? Like this guy's he's putrid. He's very perverted, sick man.
Yes, he's talking to the Jesus Bible thumpers right now.
Understand? I know there's a lot of Jesus Bible thumpers up in here, and hey, I'm on the good guy side. We're on the same team. I just don't thump the Bible, and I'm not
Same
a
team,
Yahashua
huh?
Bible thumping Jesus lover.
We're not Bible thumpers.
Guy that has to like
Howard.
just nonstop talk about
Truthers.
Jesus. Okay.
And we don't nonstop talk about him. We talk about everything. You wouldn't even you can't even understand any of it. because
We
you
never
were
talk
given
about
ears.
Jesus ever.
Yeah, we never used
No.
Jesus. It's what a joke.
You have to be a effing idiot. Letter J was created 500 years ago by the Jesuits.
And
he's,
not only
he's
that-
waving around his pedometer pipe. So
Pipe, yeah,
maybe
with
he'll
the
bring
black
that
and
up
white
again.
swirl.
Okay. I never have done that, and that's not ever going to happen. So for those of you who think one day I'm just going to like become just a crazy, insane Bible
he's
thumper,
never gonna
spout
believe,
off
huh?
Bible verses
He's doubling down.
We never expect that. We don't.
During my live streams, that's never happened, and it's not going to happen. Okay.
Because he doesn't know anything about
Hopefully
it.
that answers.
But
every
he
question.
said God is working through him.
Yeah. Well, he says God
And
is
he said never
real.
met Kelsey, right? Never met Kelsey ever.
Never
but
met
she's
Kelsey.
super hot. Eye candy, all this stuff, right?
Because I've met some people
Stuff
who
as
are
a baby.
absolute batshit crazy, acting batshit crazy, who were doing it on behalf of Jesus. I've seen people walk down the streets with bullhorns, just looking like insane people, like, repent to Jesus now, or you're going to die in a lake of
Agents.
fire.
Agents.
Anyone who uses the name Jesus is not working with the truth. They're far from it.
Yeah, he's talking about guys like Got a Minute that put on spacesuits and run around with bullhorns, screaming.
And you know, yeah,
Go ahead.
We know the guys. We know them. We know who they're talking about. They walk around cities and they yell at people, repent, this and that, and they make asses of themselves. They're set up to do that. It's one of the weakest arguments I've ever heard. And just so you guys know, we are going to be doing a huge expose, right, about all the different stupid new age satanic Babylonian myths that they've tried to tie to the scriptures. All these people running around saying that Jesus is the sun god, and every single point that what's his name, weak ass coward clown Mark Passio, joke clown guy, comes out here and thinks that he can somehow say that he's got this deep esoteric knowledge, and every single point that he makes falls straight on its face. Like it was set up by a Christian, someone who had the truth, came up with the disinformation that Passio's running, so that when we come along, we can absolutely destroy it. So that's just a prelude. And the only thing that I can just give you one proof of the entire, this whole Jesus is the Son, right? You know that it only works when you use English, right? Son and son. If you translate it to any other, that whole entire psyop has just crushed itself. It falls flat on its face. Just like every other demonic attack that tries to take away the validation of the scriptures, it's gonna get burned.
of fire if you don't repent to Jesus now! No! Guess what? Nobody listens. And instead, people are like, get away from me, including me. And half the time, these people think Earth is a ball spinning in outer space. Half the time, they don't even know the flat Earth truth. So I've seen some people who claim to be all about Jesus, who are batshit crazy and do batshit crazy things.
Yeah, we know that because they're Jesuits promoting a Vatican psyop, trying to take as many people to hell as possible. We get that. We're the guys that have been covering that. Wake up, Jake. How can you be so far behind on everything?
On behalf of spreading the word of God. And all they do is repel people. I saw a homeless dude with a speaker in the back of a wagon, and it was blaring Bible verses. How many people do you think were like, oh, he's right?
All right, so that's Jake talking about the Christian psyops. Let's jump ahead to 157.51. See, then we just have a few more timestamps left in this hangout because he's just started repeating himself, and there's nothing new in it. So we'll pick up just a few more timestamps, and then we can move on to RV if you want, or do whatever you want. But we're getting towards the end of this one. 157 I'm looking for. We gotta go more. Here we go.
No. So the same reason I don't go running over to Jaren's channel. If I wanted to, I could hit up Jaren and say, hey, you want to talk live? And he'd be like, yeah, they all...
Oh, it just never ends.
Yeah. Jaren would love it. Look at this.
Channel. If I wanted to, I could hit up Jaren and say, hey, you want to talk live? And he'd be like, yeah, they always want to have me on because I drive up ratings.
Oh,
I'm a ratings catcher. Having As the Asshole on your channel is kind of a big deal for them.
No, we absolutely don't want to do this. It's the last thing we want to do, but we have to.
Big deal, right? We exposed you the first time around, Jake. We're doing it again. We don't need you to expose you. We can do it all without you. It's not a problem.
Because I'm not a shill, and they are. So having me come on and shoving their story down your throat, it's kind of one of their goals. If Jaren can get some of you guys to believe his story over mine and get you to leave me and go over there, well, that's his plan. That's what he wants to do.
It's not our plan. We want you to completely leave the internet. You're gross.
So this right here gives me the premonition that Jake intends to go on Jaren's show. They'll have this big outing, and he's going to try to shrug off a whole bunch of his subs onto Jaren. Even though Jake is the guy that has supposedly debunked the AE map model and has proven that what Jaren is sharing is impossible, somehow these guys are going to come together, and Jake's going to try to shake a bunch of subs onto Jaren. Now we can jump ahead to 204, 34.
Bill Cooper Patriot says, are there any good flat earthers on YouTube? Yeah, but they got small channels and they aren't famous.
But he said he had the views because he was popular. He had the truth.
Yeah. Here's the full contradiction. We've once again stuck his ass in his mouth because he's fully contradicted himself here by saying that the good channels are small and get a few amount of views. That's literally how he's tried to say that we're not worth watching because we're small and we don't get many views. He's more popular, therefore he has the truth. So once again here,
Blue Oyster Cult. Bill Cooper Patriot says, are there any good flat earthers on YouTube? Yeah, but they got small channels and they aren't famous. And some of them don't really call themselves like flat earthers. And
they're not even flat earthers.
They're not even flat earthers. The good ones are small. Very few people watch. They're not even flat earthers. What is he referring to? Passio?
He must be.
Must be.
A part of that cult community. So if you're looking for someone who's a part of that cult community or something, then no. So I would recommend channels like The News is Fake 4 if you like people breaking down croissant actors, crisis actors. News is Fake 4 is good. And then if you like, God, each person has their own different talents and their own things. So it's like I watch different people for different truths. So I used to watch guys like Dubé and Boylan back in the day, but then when I started making my own Flat Earth content, and then basically...
See, he's shouting out the shills that are promoting the impossible model that he's debunked. So I think that's all we really need from this episode of Jake. That was RV Truth, Just Another Line Shill, streamed live November 14th, 2021.
Well,
get a down thumb.
Let's again go through. So Jake did an expose of the Baby Truther show that's been taken down with the Kelsey character on the show. Then Jake did an exposure of it, saying that he never met her, never seen her in his life. Play it again. Let's play it again. Recap. Have a listen, everybody. This is your leader, PCJNet. Where's I guess Seth came back. Where all these guys that are constantly, saying positive things about Jake. Where's Jake? Right? Jake flat out lied here, and he's flat out lied about a lot of things. But where are they? How can they defend this? Let's go through this again.
Should we rewind, or do you want to hear more going forward?
I just play the clip. But he says that he never met her.
Okay.
I don't know how much more he says. I don't know if we should get it. You could. No, I don't even want to show the abuse of the woman. It's disgusting. I don't watch that stuff. I don't watch any of that gore. I don't watch people getting knocked out. It's just going to make me want to fight these people more. Right? I stay away from that garbage. Don't pollute your minds with that stuff. But anyways, play the clip.
Yeah, here's where he cuts to the blow up.
Is the blonde bimbo down low? Yeah, I have been in the flat
down low
Earth quote unquote movement since 2016, and I have never heard of this person or seen this person in my life. Kelsey Kerwin. Yeah, never heard of this bimbo in my life. What we're looking at is a hired gun.
Kelsey Kerwin, the hired gun. And then when we were at his channel, let's go back here. Go back. This is Jake the Asshole, 40,000 subs. Little SB Kelsey is Kelsey Kerwin that has Kelsey exposed. All right, so he knows Little SB Kelsey. He's subbed to Little SB Kelsey. It's pretty simple. Pretty simple.
Everybody see? I don't know how much more we need to expose. I mean, the pizza tea thing too. That's the worst. If you go back to the pizza tea, I don't find the Kelsey stuff. You have to do your own investigations. There's stuff there to be looked at. We're not dealing with her right now. But if you go to the Jake again, to the pizza tea, this is where I want people to investigate, because I couldn't stomach it. I don't know if anyone else can look into this stuff and see any of the channels that Jake has, but this pizza tea one, definitely there's stuff in here that people put it in the chat here, leave a link for pizza teas, show everybody to what's going on. And this is Jake's boy. I guess PJ CNET didn't show back up. Jake isn't here. Jaren's not here. Alex isn't here. Russian Vids is gone. At least Russian Vids showed his face. I didn't mean to insult him like that. He was in the chat trying to say that my Metallica shirt meant that I was satanic, even though he was misusing a scripture that said that Yahawahashai threw down Satan as fast as you see a bolt of lightning. That doesn't mean that he was lightning. He was cast down to the earth because he was being fooled. He was being mocked. It was not about giving him the power of lightning. And Russian videos tried to say that Jason was a tiny hat. That was stupid. He's the tiny hat killer, supposedly. He's German. Laufenberg is not an Ashkenazi name, right? Stein, Berkowitz, these are the types of names, right? Finkenstein, these are the names, not Laufenberg. It's German and Norwegian. Just the level of, and Russian videos is a part of this ring. He's with the WWF guys. He's on Jared's team. He's on Jake the Asshole's team. Same team, everybody, including Kelsey. All the strings have been pulled. You can see it all. And we're not done. We're not done. Unfortunately, we're not done.
Yeah,
but for tonight, maybe.
Yeah, for tonight, maybe. So the next stream that we'll probably go through will be this one. This is where RV put out, he says this is a picture of Pat Steer. All right, so this is RV Truth Flat Earth live stream podcast 47. And
what a joke. Look at how retarded this is. RV, you're an absolute fucking joke to investigators. Her arm that's holding the stick is way out of line. Her other arm goes down past her knees to her ankles almost in length. If you stretch this out, if you clip it and trim it and stretch it out, the pants aren't even sitting on her belly. The right side of the body where that arm is incorrectly behind it, there's no flesh in the body. It's just, she's pasted on the layer. This is the absolute stupidest evidence that Russian videos tried to come out against Pat Steer. This is what Satanists do. The Church of Satan tries to bring out nonsense. This is all Photoshop. The map, the pointer, and the whole entire character here. Patricia Steer, how short was she, Jason? You met her in real life.
Maybe 5'5", 5'6", somewhere in that range.
This person looks like it's like 8 feet tall. Look at how long the arm is. It's not even in the correct position on the left side. That's an absolute joke. Plus the hand sign that it's doing. All of it is symbolic. It's not even real. This is just a joke. Women that don't have big hips, they have to push and pop their hip this way. Anybody that followed Mr. E's channel, who is also a shill, right, should know all of the different signs that we're seeing here. That's not even Pat. It's a joke.
There's
CGI.
There's no arm coming out of this sleeve over here. The arm goes back behind the body. Here's the sleeve out here. There's no... The arm doesn't go to the shoulder.
Like, play it. Let's listen to his debunk before we go. You guys hear what he does here. We just showed you guys. You could easily take this into Photoshop, cut it up, and try to measure. Drop that left arm down and see how far down it goes. Your left arm does not go to your knees.
Over your be able to scratch the bottom of your kneecap while you're standing up.
It's a joke.
Someone's telling Patricia Steer to do this pose. This is not on Patricia's own doing. And you got Bruce Lee with the dragon in the back, all these things. It's just,
not her doing,
like,
did Russian videos make it?
Yeah, so he goes on to say it's not her doing. Somebody put her up to it, and he's calling it a her. And this is a person that was in his chat as a moderator up until the time he called that person out. They were only... Actually, I don't think Pat ever left. It's that El Despotar.
Probably.
That's in RV's chat and...
Still there.
Mm-hmm. He gets shout-outs every time. So...
What a joke.
This is the kind of stuff that we'll be going through from RV. And then we'll be going back to Jake the Asshole, the greatest shill destroyer of all time. All right. And then we'll be covering whatever the new stuff is. So we've got those two streams to get sort of like caught up, and we'll see what other things are coming out. We're starting to get caught up a little bit. It's been brutal. Tonight was an absolutely brutal night.
Oh, gross researching too, you guys. Like I don't want to get emotional right now. Let's end this.
All right. Well, brother, where is anybody going to hear the truth about these satanic shills?
Only on the Yahawahashai News Network.
Saints and liars, when every word is the you break your crumbling idols and push the pieces into the sea? Can I trust you to keep my secret? I have loved in the face of God.
Break through to the millennials and get the youth talking about how stupid space is. That's where it's at. We got to get the youth to realize that space is fake. It's not real. They aren't going anywhere. Once we get them mocking it, we get the youth, the 16 and 17-year-olds like, space is dumb. Pfft, whatever, my mom believes space is real, but I don't. Space is for adults. Adults are stupid. That's what we need. We need teenagers mocking this shit. Moonly, I wanted to go off on the moon landing. What's your name?
My name's Emily.
Emily. I'm Jake. Nice to meet you.
I'm Alicia.
Alicia?
Do you have like a Facebook page?
I have a YouTube channel.
YouTube, what is it called?
I'm called Channel.
YouTube, what is it
I'm
called?
called the Flat Earth Asshole.
The Flat Earth Asshole. That's
Can you remember that?
I'll remember that.
You can remember that. I talk about stuff like this.
We watch videos like that all the time. Yeah. We're always watching conspiracy theory videos, you know, stuff that like gets your brain going. So that's cool. I didn't really like, this is something I guess we can talk about when we're at home. Yeah. Watch videos. I'll watch your videos. I'll see what's up. That's cool.
I might have to try to get one or both of these chicks' numbers off camera. Alan Fake says, hey Jake, someone named, not gonna read that, did a video series against you. Yeah, those guys are shills. And I'm purposely not giving them the attention that they so desire because it drives them crazy. And it causes them to talk about me more and more. Here's what I do. I find what someone's wanting from me, and then I don't give it to them. So when a shill, like let's say Craig, is like, Jake, come debate me, come debate me, come debate me, debate me, debate me. I'm like, no, not gonna. That's what you want to do? Then no. Come fight me, Craig. He's like, no, you come to Scotland. I'm not coming to Scotland. You come to America. So I'm the one who calls the shots. So thank you for the donation. But here's the deal. Those guys are dying to like have me talk about them because that's their mission as shills. So why are you bringing up guys who badmouth me? You don't think I know that they badmouth me? I know that they badmouth me. Thank you for your donation. I know that shills are badmouthing me. Thank you for giving the shills a shout out. Hi, Jason. Hi, Ronnie. Alan. I appreciate you giving shills shout outs.